Do I pay attention to your suggestions? Of course I do! This video is a suggestion from a friend. Greetings to Parceras group that gives me a little Colombian experience in New England. This video is a little different from the other ones because we are going to talk about how do I plan my trips. I am a little meticulous, to be honest, but I really enjoy planning my trips and discover all the things that I can do around that place and calculate distance to take advantage of each stop. However, it's important to have an open mind for face different inconveniences that always will be present. Those inconveniences are annoying? Yes, I know they are, but they are not going to ruin an adventure for me. Hello everybody to EveTripsBBB. Bueno, bonito y barato. Today, we are going to plan my next trip that will be in Maine. And later, I'm going to publish the video plan versus reality to share with you the complete experience. First of all, I open Google and I look by what to do in Maine. I look in travel blogs too and review Google suggestions and its reviews. Did you know Maine is most famous for its lobster? After, I open Google Maps and I enter the initial point. For example, in this case, I will put Portsmouth. That is pretty close to Maine. And I also add the destination that calls my attention. And after, I open Google Docs and I put where I want to go, the driving time, days, and important notes to keep in mind. The North Country River caught my attention, so I will put it in my itinerary. I have been in Acadia, but I don't mind to go again over there, so I will add it to my itinerary. Like you can see, Google gives us some reviews and pictures of the places, and this can give you an idea about what to expect of each place. I have added Acadia to my itinerary. It doesn't mean that we are close to the final plan. No. We are really far away from it. I continue reviewing more places. In this part, I'm going to pass faster because I don't want you to get bored. And after, I'm going to explain how I decide the stops of the trip. Did you know that lobsters were considered the poor man's chicken and primarily used for fertilizer or fed to prisoners? How you can see, my end place is pretty far, so I go to Google Maps and selecting the places that are on the way to my goal. How you can see, the wish list contains a lot of places and it is impossible to do all of them. So I start selecting the places that most call my attention and accomplish my expectations like time, distance, and they must be on the way. I repeat this process with each day of the trip. For me, it's really important to define the driving time and how much time we expect to stay in each place. That way I can have an idea about which place we can skip in case we are running late or we just want to stay longer in one. Did you know that 90% of the nation's lobster supply is from Maine? For driving time, I always calculate more time. I have something defined like this. If the GPS says 5 minutes, I put 10. If the GPS says 15 minutes, I put 30. If it says 1 hour, I put 1 hour and 30, and so on. The most of the times, I go with good time. But something always can happen, like crash, or something simple like we didn't like the place, or the opposite way, we just want to stay longer, you know? Traveling is not about to feel a pressure and accomplish a plan. The whole idea is just enjoy the moment in something that you feel passionate about. Once I had the itinerary ready, I share it with my friends, and they give me a feedback and I update the itinerary. And this is how the final plan looks. Our first stop is going to be at the desert of Maine. Later, we are going to go to the Trade Winds Motor Inc. Museum. And later, we are going to walk around the Rockland Harbor Trail. For the second day, we are going to go to Acadia. This place is really nice. I really recommend it. Later, we are going to eat lunch at Harbor. And finally, we are going to go to our most expected place of the trip, tour to see the moose on their habitat. We are really excited about this tour. Did you know that Maine coastline has so many deep harbors that it could provide anchorage for all the naval fleets in the world? For our last day, we would like to go to Ice Caves for a little hike. Later, we want to go to Old Heath Lighthouse. This lighthouse really caught my attention because it looks like we are going to be able to enter to the lighthouse. Most of the times, you can just take the picture from outside. I hope so, and we will let you know once we do the trip. And later, we are planning planning to eat a delicious lobster. That is something we must do, right? We are already in Maine, so we should do it. Probably after it, we can stop in another lighthouse, and our final destination will be the Old Orchard Beach in Maine. Once I do the trip, I will share with you a video, plans versus reality. I have a Google Maps with all the itinerary. It's totally free for you. Please check in the description for more information. Thanks for watching. If the